Okay, are we live? I hope we are live once again. I totally didn't get distracted setting this up. Gosh. Okay, hello guys. Hello, hello. I'm gonna post this again just to make sure everyone is here. Okay, anyway, hello guys. Hi Akane. Anyway, hi guys, Tasso here, and part 5 of Vampyr today. Part 5 of Vampyr today, yeah. Okay, so hi Clay. I mean, I've really in the middle of this game. So yeah, so last time I did a lot of exploring, basically side questing, exploring. Side questing and exploring, not really much of plot. We attended Mary's funeral though, which was very sad. Although the funeral was also very empty. But yeah, today is probably going to be more side questing and exploring. More side questing, more exploring, because I have no self-control. But I've got some guides up for some of the more annoying side quests that I was stuck on yesterday, so I just need to get through it quickly. Anyway, here we are. Hi Jonathan. Hi DFM. Whew. I really hope they unlock fast travel between hideouts soon, and I keep pressing the wrong button every time. There we go. Yes, and more dying as well, because I'm when I get super cocky and okay. Right, so the necklace from Seymour. I have a guide up, so hopefully I can do this finish. Southern edge of the docks. So down here. Yeah, I'll try not to be too cocky like last time and try to fight people that are like 10 levels higher than me. Because that's why I die. It means here. And then head downstairs and turn right. Narrow corridor with barrels blocking the path. Oh, here? I don't think so. Smash them with your weapon and continue inside. Lock chest and a pile. It's definitely not this side then. Hi, fake Akane. There's a lot of Akanes here. I wonder why. No, it's definitely not here then. Okay. Ah, okay, I see. Hi either way. Who are you? Yeah, you're Seymour, there we go.
I can feel it coming in my bones.
Facing the pier.
To drown and purge our city in wrath.
Oh, this way. Yeah. Downstairs and turn right, so it should be here. Narrow corridor. Is there a narrow corridor? No, wait. Might be up here instead. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is.
This is a slaughterhouse.
Oh. Oh boy. There we go. The bloody necklace. From Seymour to my beloved mother Stella.
From Seymour to my beloved mother Stella. Fishburne, that sneaky bastard.
Oh boy. So basically he killed a lot of people. That's fun.
It's locked.
And it's locked. Why am I not surprised? Hi, angry. Okay. I'm doing fine, angry. Give me back to Seymour, I guess. And he mysteriously vanished. How convenient. Seymour, where the heck are you? Oh, you're both in there. Come out, Seymour. I need to talk to you. You did some things.
You should eat more, Jack. I can feel your bones.
Good evening, Mr. Fishman.
Yeah.
I have retrieved the gift for your mother, sir.
Great. Give it here then and take this for your trouble.
I also found the corpses. The ones under which you left the necklace, Mr. Fishburne.
Ah, so that's where I left it. I can be a bit stupid sometimes.
Have you no remorse? You don't even deny your crimes.
I have many weaknesses, Dr. Reid, but lying about who I am ain't one of them.
You're not a mindless animal, Seymour. Surely you have something to say about these murders. Speak up and I will listen without judgment.
I don't know.
Could be right, Dr. Reid.
I
Maybe
mean,
it'll do some
I mean,
good to confide in a gentleman like you.
The-
You being educated and all.
some judgment.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
Oh
You feel
boy.
nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
All right. Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
This
Oh.
rage you feel. Have you ever
He,
been
he
able
just
to
went all the
control
way
it,
down on my shit list.
resist it?
I tried. For my mum. I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
I don't believe death is the appropriate sentence for murder, not in a civilized society. But the last word has to remain with the law.
There is no law around here. No justice to be found. In these parts, revenge is the only answer.
Oh, hint failed. It's okay. I don't want to hurt the mom anyway.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Wait.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Fish.
Okay, Mom, I need to talk to you.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I come in, please?
Of course.
I have
Dr.
heard,
Reid.
I have discovered some disturbing things about your son, and I wish to confirm them.
Please don't stay too long, sir. What can I do for you, Dr. Reid?
Your son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
Why did he confess? Did you suspect something?
No. I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his, demons.
Did Seymour tell you everything that night?
More than I could stand. The words he used to describe his hate, his rage, how he feels when he's done it.
I think one thing I really need to compliment is like the voice acting has been really good.
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect Seymour?
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
I'm convinced you raised Seymour the best you could. You're not responsible for what he became.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Seymour used to be such a happy child, and he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think
Well, I know
something
one
can
way to stop him,
extinguish
that's for
this
sure.
Rage inside my Seymour.
I'm afraid these demons, as he calls them, are just a delusional justification to distance himself from his actions.
There ain't no hope then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster, and nothing will bring him back.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself. It's locked, all right.
I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep.
Seymour, where are you? I need to talk to you.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reid.
So long.
Oh, his tree, god damn it.
Good evening, Miss.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Okay. Okay, next thing is the... Anyway, finish that one. Let's do this one. Oh, they're at the Western Docks, which is a place I still can't go yet. Well, let me try anyway, I guess.
It's locked.
Oh, oh. I was not prepared. Shit. Whoa. Slow down, boy. Oh shit. He got me. Yeah, like in this game they are not actually like werewolves, Clay. They're like they are also vampires in this game. Except they just happen to look like werewolves. That's the law they go with anyway. Oh shit. There we go. Ah. Is he stuck under the stairs? That'd be really funny. Okay, he's no longer stuck under the stairs. Never mind. Oh shit. Ah. Yeah, I also fight other vampires as well. Yeah, they are more like ghouls. Vampiric ghouls. Ah, crap. Yeah. Ah, shit. There we go. He did. They all did.
Watch yourselves!
Oh. Oops. Wrong button. I wish there was a way to go there.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Oh, he's up there. Oh. go up the stairs. This is very awkward. Awkwardly runs to the other side. Stab you in the butt. Oh, how do I go here? Is this still?
I cannot enter.
Show me a way to go there. Right, it's all locked up. Am I going from the north? It's all blocked up. Man, this is annoying. How can I go in there anyway if you don't let me go? How can I do my quest if you don't let me go in? Oh, let's try going through the north docks and hope for the best.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Why is everything locked? Oh shit. Oh, stamina. It's locked! Everything is locked.
Filthy piece of shit! Grenade!
Killing bite! Oh, they're all dead. That's good. I didn't die this time. Hooray! Yeah, this is where the first boss fight happened. Oh, they're all fighting each other. Okay, just let them kill each other. The poor wolf. Oh, he could see me.
I order you.
Yeah. If they're not in like the same faction, they'll fight each other. That is a cool detail. They actually fight each other instead of you know, just standing awkwardly next to each other. Yeah, not many games do that. So something shiny here. It's definitely useful, like if you want them to if you definitely want like less trouble for yourself, just let them fight each other and then just sweep in to attack the rest. No, this goes back to the docks. It's not where I want to be. One day I will, angry. Maybe when I actually finish this game. Yeah, I've unlocked the door. And I've actually finished this damn game. Maybe. Yeah, have fun watching Doctor Who though. I agree. Yeah. Good. I'm unlocking ways out of here. We are going all the way to the west end now. Is there a way for me to like teleport over or something? Alright. No worries, Angry. Have fun watching Doctor Who.
I cannot enter.
Oh, it's not from this side. That's fun. Oh, is there something there? Nope. Just imagining it. Nah, you didn't miss anything. Welcome back. Whoa. That just appeared out of nowhere. Oh shit, no! Oh shit. Who's this dude? No one, I guess. But I got bullets, which is important. Don't suck, I'll do my best angry. Let's see if I can go up.
Look at it! Vicious!
Finsbury Gate. Oops. Keep pressing the wrong button to zoom in. I am at the west end now. Is there really no way for me to go over? It's kind of annoying, honestly. I'm surprised you're not letting me teleport over. Let me teleport! Okay, we'll go and try and do the other quest instead then. Oops. go. And to run all the way back. How exciting. There's a shortcut here. There we go. Whoa. Alright. This place. Well, across the bridge. Gonna be fun. Total page of a diary. For looking away when they mock my color, I hate myself. For crying like a girl when they insult me, I hate myself. For swearing like a boy when they are gone, I hate myself. For hating my parents, I hate myself. For smiling when customer calls me Set Bria, I hate myself. For never finding the courage to tell Tom how I truly feel, I hate myself. Oof. She likey the Tom. Hey Clay, meet Tom.
Are they stupid or something?
Welcome back, Doctor.
Look,
What
it's
can I do
Tom,
for
who's a
you?
bartender.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Not the correct surname, but you can't have everything.
You still working at this hour? That's what I call dedication.
Were you aware of Tom's past incarceration?
That's the first thing he told me when he offered me the job. He didn't want me hearing about his past from anyone else.
Did it surprise you to find out about it?
Not really. I was already aware of his reputation before I met him. That's why I came to the Turtle in the first place.
Most people would have run away because of that.
Not me. I thought a man like him could give me stability, you know? At least to some degree. And I wasn't mistaken.
Tell me, Sabrina, do you really believe Tom has renounced his life of crime?
He proves it to me every day he tells the truth. Tom Watts is a good man. One of the best.
And you don't think he might fall back into his sordid ways?
We can all do terrible things, Dr. Reid. And we never know what we're really capable of until it's too late.
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it neither.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Oh, they like each other. That's cute. Oh, this is the cute
Goodbye,
one.
Miss Cavender.
Not the other two in the hospital, which I really cute.
These are good drinks, just as likely to cause a
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss and I'm much older and all. But I like her for sure.
What is bothering you then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
So few clients. What with the epidemic, no one dares go outside.
Like how obviously made this part of the town healthy, and then the hospital is not healthy anymore. But I should have enough medicine to take care of that. Alright, back to the place we go. Time for the long trek to the bridge. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Oh well. Are there rats?
This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this.
We've done this like the last 100 times already, Jonathan. Down we go. Down we go. At least I'm not as lost as I before.
Distrust the leech, boys!
Oops, I'm pressing the wrong button. Ow. 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 Killing bite. Have I been here before? Pretty sure I have. I also need to stop being distracted. Okay, where's the place? So they say it's like a really tiny flower at the in this area. Tiniest thing on the floor near the bottom side. Oh, there it is. Put flowers.
May all who suffered from this tragedy find or rest in peace.
Yeah, I did it. Good job, me. Alright, back we go. Oops.
It's locked.
Well, I wonder what all those small keys for that I have in my inventory. Where are they anyway? You're no longer here.
Over there!
Oh.
That's one of them vermin! Fuck, he's fast!
His screams just fade into the distance as he dies. Ah! Oops, there we go. At least I'm not as lost as I was before, so that's good. Oops. In the wrong area. There we go. Let's see if there's anything here after yesterday's debacle. Whoa. Oh, there they are. I was wondering where they were. Whoa, that was close. Ow. Oh, whoa, where did that come from? Oh. This is where I was yesterday. Anything here? Whoa. definitely a few things here. Like the way back to the hospital. Yeah, okay. That's good to know. Edwina. There we go. There he is. Man of the hour.
Run as far away from this place as I
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Ah, you're that doctor.
I found the location of the explosion, Mr. Delaney. I placed a flower for you where it happened, just as you asked.
Really? That's so kind. I never thought someone would... Well, thank you, Doctor.
It's nothing, really. And I'm sorry for your loss.
What? No, I didn't know them. No car was supposed to park there that day. Stupid bastard, why did he park there?
You're the man who hid that bomb.
I
What?
don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone.
I sense your guilt, Dyson. Why is that? Did you not think violence was an acceptable political tool?
I still believe our fight was just. We're killing an innocent couple who were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. No way.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
That bomb also killed you that day, don't you see? You just die a slower death, drink by drink.
I know. Maybe I deserve judgment. Until that day, I'll just be Dyson the drunk, not Dyson the murderer.
Oh boy.
I want you to remember the bomb, Dyson. Tell me about it.
No, I don't. I don't want to remember it.
Why use a bomb? What were you trying to destroy?
The Dawson & Dawson ammunitions factory. A symbol of violence against the people. My group wanted to destroy it to send a message.
The victims. They were not the target then.
I spent so much time figuring out the perfect moment. I used a short fuse. No car had ever parked there. They all died.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Man. That was something. Okay. I can't do this for now. And everyone is sick at the hospital, so let's just go back to the hospital right now. And maybe finally progress some story. Wait, no, that's not the right way.
Don't forget to keep an eye out for this guard of something, sweet.
Hi, Captain Romeo.
My guess is they're recruiting for some vengeance.
In the meantime, the boys are waiting for our... well, for your orders, my sweet queen.
I hope the rumours about Clay are true. Otherwise...
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reid. What do you want?
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how
Yeah.
refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
What is it, Doctor?
No, give like
We're not
reflect the
supposed to
correct
talk
state
about
of
these
the
things.
world that it's supposed to be, I think.
I believe you manipulated Booth Digby to get
Yan
everything
Clay?
you
Yeah,
wanted.
Yan Man.
Both
Rumors about
inside
Yan Man
and
Clay. His
outside the bedroom.
say
Poor
hello
bastard is good to me.
to his wife.
You must know. He makes me feel good. And that's the first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Tell me your feelings about Booth's belief in monsters, Edwina.
It makes him look weak in front of the boys. That's my feeling about it. But ghosts don't scare me.
You don't believe he really saw something then?
I don't care what he saw or not. All I know is that a real man keeps his fears to himself if he wants to be obeyed.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have much.
Oh, this is cheaper now because this place is healthy, which is good. I'll just buy. And I'm gonna go back to the hospital and treat everyone because everyone is sick. Ow. How about you come down and face me like a man? Oh. Oh crap. Oh. Oh, oh. God, that fire guy is really annoying. Oh. Yep, they are pretty Oh. Go.
Steady, boys! We've got round here!
I mean, it's interesting how even like this they are still infighting. Ow. They all just got, you know, suddenly turn their focus on me.
I have this thirst for blood.
Yeah, I'm back in the hospital. After what feels like a very, very long time. Okay, let's treat everyone. And then talk with Edgar, Swansea to see what's going on. But first let's Whoa! What the hell? Oh my god! What? Oh, Jesus! What happened to Harriet? The hell?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room.
Mr. Hampton?
Then ran away.
Hampton?
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the
What the
tent
heck?
when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Sean?
Did you see Sean?
I don't think this is a bit more than this is a bit more than a nosebleed, Captain
Exited the
Romeo.
hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but well, maybe it was him.
What happened to Sean? Oh my gosh.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
I will be
R.I.P.
fine as soon as I can
R.I.P.
get some
indeed.
sleep.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reid.
No wonder everyone is fatigued. I'm not surprised now.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay, let me talk to Edgar first, I suppose. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I mean, no wonder everyone's fatigued. I'd be fatigued if this happened.
A month? A year? You have the right to disapprove of our methods, and you will kindly apologize when you're feeling better.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No, I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
No wonder everyone's fatigued. I'd be fatigued if this happened.
I'm quite busy right now.
But you die of fatigue. I don't know. Definitely a bit more than just a little bit of fatigue.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reid. We do not see you in surgery very often.
I mean, the last time I tried surgery, it didn't go very well.
We'll talk later.
Okay, let me go upstairs, make more medicine. It's like, god damn it.
So many deaths. And what of my own life?
Like, god damn it. I leave this hospital for one day, for one night, and this happened. Give me a sec, Edgar. Oh, that does. Why did they come up? Why did they come up here? Why is there blood here? Okay, let's make more fatigue. There we go. Silver mirror. There we go. Whether I should upgrade something else. Let's upgrade my axe. Ooh, this does stun. There we go. Increase damage down. There we go. 2 good guns. What do I even have equipped now, actually? Alright, the thingy, the stun. 28 stun. And okay, let's talk with Edgar now. Time for more plot. God.
God protect us.
Oh boy.
You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory.
Oh boy.
And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stone, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot
Let's cover it clean, Leech. Yep.
faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones, R.I.P.
Found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd
Oh
saved at the
no,
docks.
Sean.
It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
No,
Exactly.
Sean.
And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Oh no, Sean.
If you don't mind, I have a few questions.
I'd be delighted to help you if I'm able.
What exactly happened here while I was absent?
Hampton turned, quite violently as it happened. Lurking about, attacked Miss Jones. To say he created quite a commotion would be an understatement.
Are you sure it was Hampton that killed Miss Jones?
There was blood everywhere, but no body. And you know the state she was in. I fear for what he did with her. Hopefully he just hid the corpse.
How did the Guard of Prewen come to hear of this?
McCullum has spies everywhere. He will jump at any opportunity to disparage the Brotherhood and show his contempt.
I just recently met the strangest creature in Whitechapel. He was immense. He mocked me and accused me of hypocrisy.
Perhaps it was a skull. London's streets are overflowing with them these days.
It was a vampire, all right. But what kind, I'm not sure. He was large and very fast.
If you find anything more about this creature, the Brotherhood would greatly appreciate any information you could spare.
He was observing me with the obvious intent to do me harm. His very presence evoked a palpable sense of menace.
You need to be careful, Jonathan. You've no idea what this creature really is.
I recently tried to enter a church. It has been a very unpleasant experience.
The Brotherhood's research on the matter of faith and vampirism has proved somewhat insubstantial, to say the least.
Is this proof that I'm cursed in the eyes of the divine?
The wrath of the Almighty? There's no way of knowing. It could be subconscious guilt, or irrational fear, or deep-seated beliefs.
It's hard to explain in terms of science, that's for sure.
I'm sure Lady Ashbury will have far greater insight into this matter than little old me.
Who was that man in your office?
Geoffrey McCullum, actual leader of the Guard of
Actual
Pre-Med.
leader.
I suspect he's the man behind the rebirth of this old and dusty society.
They know I'm here now, don't they?
I understand your need for blood and will not get in your way. But if you could refrain from feeding within these walls, we're going to defending your case.
What do they hope to achieve?
It's a
Their
bit too
ultimate
late for
goal is
that.
the eradication of all vampires in the country. They see you as a threat to mankind, Jonathan.
Thank you, Edgar.
I should rename it to the Sad Saint of the East
Sean
End.
Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Oh, we are going back to the docks. Just when I came back. Oh my gosh. I just came back from the docks and I'm going back there again. Let's all appreciate that moment of irony, of utter irony, that just happened. Hey you.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Someone killed Miss Jones in her room, and Mr. Hampton's gone missing. Doesn't take a genius to piece it together.
You don't seem shocked by any of this.
Why should I be? Whoever did this must be long gone by now. And besides, he got rid of the old bag.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. But thanks anyway.
I'd like...
Wise choice.
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage skal.
Yes, and I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the skal, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
I mean, we're kind of away from science now.
Scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Have you embraced this woman, like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they asked.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon.
Fergal.
You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
Look, they came after me. I didn't ask for it.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
Who else? Hey, Clay. I met your wife.
Hey, Doc. What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
All I know is I ain't letting anyone rip my throat out in my sleep. I found myself a nice blade, Doc. I'm ready.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Is this supposed to be an hospital? A pigsty would smell better.
Who else needs recovering? Oh, Rakesh, and Harvey. There we go.
Good evening, Dr. Tibbets.
Dr. Reid, any good news to share?
Can you tell me anything about the recent commotion in the hospital?
It's a tragedy, pure and simple. The hospital is meant to be a safe haven to all. We failed the people who trusted us with their care.
Do you think I should not have brought Mr. Hampton back here?
It's not your fault. You rescued that poor soul. It was the Christian thing to do. But we should have noticed his instability.
Apparently, Clay lounging around in the rain on a coffee chair with a bottle of liquor. Classic Clay. Even here.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Even here is being classic Clay.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid. Can I be of any help?
Can you tell me anything about the recent commotion in the hospital?
I'm sure it was not your fault, Dr. Reid.
My fault? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. It just... I heard it was you who brought the murderer inside our walls. But you couldn't know, could you?
Oh boy.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Goodbye.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Any news about my operation?
Please, tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital.
I heard Miss Jones call for help from her bedroom. There were some loud noises, like people fighting. All of a sudden, it went quiet. And then a nurse started screaming.
Do you know who the nurse was?
Not sure, but I think it was Nurse Hawkins.
Hawkins?
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reid. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Accurate.
But in the circumstances,
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reid.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Nothing like this would have happened if we'd had enough staff and proper shifts.
So you don't think the blame is ours?
We all hold fast here, Dr. Reid. Our methods may differ, but we are all trying to make a difference.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later. Good evening, Dr. Reid. Such a pleasure to see you again. Do you need medical attention? Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated. Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease, and that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reid. Can you tell me anything about recent events in the hospital? Oh, goodness me. This whole story is such a shame, sir. I have no idea how it happened. What are you talking about? Poor Miss Jones. Her body is missing.
Her body is
Someone
missing.
stole it. Miss Jones's body has gone missing.
What?
Yes. The body was brought here this morning.
What?
And now it's gone. Who could have stolen a corpse?
The mystery
That's
deepens.
exactly what I asked myself for the whole day. Who could do such a thing? These are terrible and shameful times, Dr. Reid. Please show. Of course.
The mystery deepens. Is everyone recovering? Recovering. There we go.
I'm sorry you ended up on a plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry.
There are those two guys down there.
Can't understand why you still care for this bloody city.
For God's sake! Help me. Can't you be satisfied with that?
We have no reason to be here. I have not survived being buried in a mass grave for this triviality.
Battlefield anymore. Things are different here.
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
Don't talk in there. Let me in. Let me in.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. You doing your rounds as usual?
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself. Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reid.
Newton is conflicted about his feelings towards you. Would you like to talk about it, Oswald?
It makes me sad and angry. It feels like the beautiful thing we have is somehow tainted. It hurts to see him so lost.
His love for you is genuine. I'm certain he wasn't lying to me when he expressed his feelings for you.
Newton still has to accept it, knowing he'll be seen as a queer, a fairy, less than a man in those simple-minded bigots' eyes. Though he's more of a man than they'll ever be, so fuck them all.
These two.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
It's two pure souls. Okay, it's time, guys. Let's go back to the docks. Probably. Actually, there's that one. Quite. There we go. Let's go to Whitechapel first. Do the side quest. It's very interesting side quest. And then after that, then we'll return to the beautiful docks. Nope. Oh, there's the observation thingy. There we go. Killing bite. crap. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, come on. Crap, crap. I don't think I've been here before. Or is this part of the cemetery? Tombstone. Here lie the remains of Thomas Elwood. Ah, yes. The man I ate. Nope. How do I get out from here? It's not really a shortcut. You go the long way around. There we go. Oh, that's not what I was intending to do. Whoa. Whoa, so many of them.
Hello, sir. Sorry
Whoa.
to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor
Who's that?
inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
Oh god, it's level 3.
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
Wait, is this a dude? Pretty sure that's supposed to be the dude. But I can't go in. No! I can't go in. No, this is the worst timeline. There's 2 people with migraines. Oh, that's the brother. And she's dead because I killed her. Okay, back to the doctor it is.
There's safer places to be than here.
Bye guys. Bye guys. Nobody saw me.
It's an inch.
Oh gosh. Oh god, is that asshole? God.
Fear no evil. We do the Lord's work here.
God, I'll just get rid of this guy first. Ow, ow.
There's one of them. Stop that fire! Have faith, brothers! Away with you!
Oh.
Remember your vows, friends! Hold back! We have a killer! Oh my god!
Ow. Cross guy is definitely the most annoying one. Also, I've definitely doomed this place. Let's me go.
It's locked, all right.
Pay me a bottle and I'll be nasty.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Goodbye.
Revive you.
We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
Cold.
Not to give you another beat.
Wait, who was it called again? Crap. I'm better remembering. Richard.
Perhaps I should look into it.
Mr. Bates.
Evening, Doctor.
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not really.
A man such as yourself, knee-deep in the muck of Whitechapel, must know more. Speak now.
Heard it closed after the owners died. Refugees don't want to come to Whitechapel no more. Scared, I hear.
You sound disappointed.
As long as she was there at the dispensary, it attracted more immigrants and kept my place full. Such a shame.
Why am I not convinced?
Maybe it's because you lack faith. Being a skeptic must be useful for a man of science.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Where is the florist? Wherever the florist is, that's where the poet guy should be.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough.
Where is the florist again? Migraine guy.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems.
Gosh, this is tiring. Where is she?
Joe, please, I don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind. God, you must not be able to make this.
Good evening, Xiao Shu.
晚上好, Dr. Reid.
Okay, definitely Chinese. Definitely Chinese.
How do you feel now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to follow your advice, sir. I won't forget the
晚上
dead,
好。
but my efforts will be for the living.
Try not to lose yourself in the process. I've seen patients deny their own pain by focusing on the pain of others.
To be completely honest with you, I'm also doing this for myself. If I'm destined to survive this epidemic, I need my life to have some purpose.
Do you still think about your departed husband?
Of course I do. I'll never forget my beloved Matthew, but how do I put it? Now I miss him more than I want him back.
I know what you mean. And I think it means you're getting better.
Maybe death will take me the way it took Matthew. Without warning and without mercy. But until then, I live on.
What are you doing with your time, now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to help the poor and sick of the neighborhood by handing out medicine.
That's very charitable of you. But why do it at night?
I've noticed that the most desperate people tend to go out after dark. Hence my presence, to help them when I can.
Giving out medicine? How can you afford to do that?
I am a rich widow, Dr. Reid. My departed husband left me enough money to last the rest of my life. I can spend some on those who don't have any.
Why don't you move to a better neighborhood?
I thought about it, I confess. To go back to the same empty home every day still hurts me a lot.
Why stay here then?
I am a woman of habit, Dr. Reid. And for now I am happier being useful in a familiar place than I would be anywhere else.
Goodbye for now.
Where is the florist? God, this is annoying. I wish there was a way to show on the map where they are.
Who could use my help here.
This just leads back outside. Should maybe they're here. Oh. There's Christina, Clayton, the father is here.
You are blinded by your false state, imprisoned by your daily routine.
I think is the florist somewhere around here? There we go. Yeah, Camellia is here. Sigh. Where is Richard? Actually, never mind. Oh god, it's taking forever to find. I will.
It's locked.
I think God, it's already been 2 hours. Okay, that's actually progress story. I'll go back. Go back to the docks now. It's just a straight road here. Straight road here to the docks. Ow, ow. Ow. Whoa. Okay, got something out here. No, this way. No, just this way. Alright? Yeah. Oh, goodbye. Whoa. Ow. It's like a mini boss or something, I wonder. Feels like it. Yeah, shotgun to the face. Oh. Oh. Wet boot boys note, there we go. Concerning the recruitment of new boys in Whitechapel, I think I found one. LB, he's as stupid as a stool, but tough. I asked him to prove to me he could get some drugs from the black market and delivered quickly and nicely. Next time we meet, I'll tell him he's accepted as a wet boot boy, and he must now meet the bosses to get his orders.
I'm sure Albert would like to know he's been accepted by the wet boot boys.
Wait, who's Albert? Albert. I'll get back to him next time. For now, to the docks.
Is this supposed to be an hospital? Hey.
I'll leave you for now.
When I get back, I'll have a word with Tom. He's really pissed me off this time.
Why did he piss you off? That's what I want to know.
It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
Easy does it, boys. We can deal with this blood. Freeman shall prevail. It's a leech! That leech is fast!
Oh shit, I was supposed to drink him. Oh well. Yes. Okay, back to the docks we go. Hello docks, we were totally not here just a few hours ago.
See me, my sweet queen. Perhaps we should have listened to what the idiot had to say first.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reid. What do you want?
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Oh shit.
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
Tom! No! Tom!
What do you mean?
Oh no!
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
Oh no, Tom!
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back,
no!
and hunting all these poor folk, he needs to catch him.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Tom.
Teeth, claws, murders by night. Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Tom.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Tom. No. You are too good for this world.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter
That is a mouthful.
extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist.
Awkwardly.
Close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. And they also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself?
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the
Oh,
population
we
to the
poster
vampire
quest?
threat.
Poster
Are you
quest?
asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
Jack?
It's impossible to protect everyone.
What?
The violence
Is Jack
seems
dead?
endemic.
No.
But it's
No.
my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour, but I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child,
Oof.
he was molested. By a priest of all people.
Oof.
Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts.
So this isn't
He's
Tom?
a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Wait, you mean that's not Tom? I thought that was Tom. Did they just use a model that looked like Tom?
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Oh, that's good. At least it's not Tom. Yeah, Tom is right there. Oh, Tom is safe. Tom is safe, guys. He's not dead. Let's put up some posters, I guess. Oh, all the people are coming out now.
Good evening, sir. I'm amazed you made it back to the docks alone. Good for you.
Well, I could say the same about you, young man. More to the point.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
And I am Archer Woodbead. Please excuse my assertiveness. I often forget I'm just an old prune.
Not dead hype. Yeah, dead guy, just some random person. It wasn't Tom.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
People used to feel safe around here. They had the gangs protecting them. Now all they do is bicker and plot against one another.
Missing the good old days, are you not?
Trust me, son. The longer you live, the less meaning your existence will have. You need to remember the days you still had beliefs.
And what about the gangs?
Back in my day, people trusted the wet feet boys. We looked out for the docks and its families. Nowadays, they're just a bunch of greedy fuckers.
You were a gang member?
I was their leader for a time, believe it or not. Now these bastards act like I'm nothing. Not one of them. They owe me some damn respect.
If you were such a respected figure, surely you have many interesting stories about this part of town.
You bet I do, but make no mistake. I'm no rat, sir. Some secrets are best left buried.
Who would you trust around here?
The owner of the Turquoise Turtle's a decent fella. Tom's his name. Sean Hampton's all right too. Don't particularly share his religious views. He's quite devout if you catch my meaning.
Do you still know anyone? From the old days, I mean.
Most of them are dead. I still give Miss Gillingham salutations. She doesn't remember me. She did once like me. Boy, she was a beauty back then.
Any remarkable new faces around here?
Nobody. Well, there's that boy Rufus the Curse. I like him, despite the reputation he's made since his parents died.
Ooh.
Poor little bastard.
Oops.
If you were such... I'm sure a district as colourful as the docks must have plenty of stories about strange visitors and creepy characters.
So, you want me to talk about the sewer dog, don't you?
If you don't mind.
The sewer dog is a bitch. Appropriately named. An old woman dressed in rags. She has an elegance, though. Despite her ugliness. I saw her once. Scared the life out of me.
I'm looking for a man named Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
The sad saint. Even when he was young, his faith and dedication were inspiring. A beacon even, if I may say so.
Interesting. But have you spoken to him recently?
I spoke with him about my missing son a few days ago. I've not seen him since he was attacked by some drunkard and left the vicinity.
Have you always been so bitter?
It's not bitterness, it's poorly masked disgust. When everything turns to shit, we all have to eat a spoon or two.
With everything that's
Oh
happened
shit, I
recently,
didn't read the things properly.
Spanish flu, I must concede that these are difficult times.
A few nights ago, I saw a kid eating a rat. He was right in front of one of those abandoned houses nearby. Just chewing on a living rat's insides.
Tell me about the wet boot boys, Archer. I want to know more.
We were there for the families and each other. It was us against the world. We were vicious, tough, even cruel. But we were united.
You sound like you were some kind of radical union member.
Yes, nowadays the communists and gangs squabble over pointless territories. Sounds stupid when you say that.
Tell me everything you know about the God of Priwen.
Andrew never told me what they do. I do know they're vigilantes.
Yes,
with
another
military
cat.
Training. Access to some impressive firepower.
And what is your personal opinion about the Guard, then?
This guard of Priwen is just another gang preying on the young and naive. Preying on people like my boy. I know how it works. I invented it.
Why did your son really join the Guard of Priwen?
If I believed in a higher power, I'd see this as punishment for my own sins. I deserve it for all the young men I enlisted back in the day.
So your son has left you nothing to explain his actions? No letter or message?
Not even a note. I'm a proud man, Dr. Reid. But I would kneel and pray if I thought it would give me my Andrew back.
You don't believe in God, though, do you, Mr. Woodbead? So why did he join?
Now I think about it, Andrew joined the Guard, not to defy me, but to follow in my footsteps, to make me proud.
Goodbye, sir.
Posters. Oops. This is like another place where I can't go. Oh, the night asylum is there. Okay. So let's go back out and talk with Tom.
Andrew, what have you done? You should have talked to me.
Poor Jack. He didn't deserve this.
I know this is really dumb, but who is Jack again? I think it's like one of the two I don't know yet. Yeah, Gillingham is here.
This is good.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Ah, you're that doctor.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint. I'll try asking Tom Watts about him.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Tom. Where are you? There you are.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin.
Oops, sorry. Nope.
Would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him. Quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Now can I finally go there?
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
It's time, guys, to finally go to that part.
Will be more fitting now.
Finally time to go to that part of the docks.
Another disgusting ghoul did it, don't you think? I don't think so. The wounds are clean, it's methodic. A freaking vampire then?
I can't say, but whatever did this carefully avoided the arteries. We found ourselves a bloody
Seems like the guard of Prewell is on Sean Hampton's trail too.
Oh god, here's a flamethrower. Oh god, nigga. They got the bloody flamethrower. Oh. Oh. I mean, you know what I mean, DFM. Oh god. Oh. Oh. Killing bite. Oh, the new pistol. Semi-automatic pistol. Ooh.
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
I wonder if the opposite happens instead. I wonder if like if it's Harriet who's like become the vampire and Sean got attacked and he went back to his flock because it's Sean, and then now you have to make the decision of what exactly you want to do with him. God, there will be something. Okay. I'll come back of the room, yeah. Oh. Oh no! Ow, 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 ow. Man, so interesting. Oh god. Ow.
All of you bloody leeches.
Oh.
I'll put it
Let's see if there's anything here for me to find.
I cannot enter.
Okay.
Best stay back. Over there! There's one in there!
because of pre-one note. 27 October from Vampyr Command Post to Dog Patrols. Vampire Hunter, Fraud, Avoid. Some of our dogs recently spotted the presence of a certain Ichabod Throckmorton near the East End docks. You'll probably see him patrolling the place at night, claiming that he's a specialist of vampire extermination. The man is a fraud, not even a real conman, for he does not he does not charge anybody for the work, but clearly has no clue what he's talking about. If he ever approaches you for some joint hunt or collaboration, refuse and let me go in a leech fight. In a leech fight, the man is nothing more than bait. Oh boy.
Come out, you coward! Die, vermin!
Oh, ow.
You leeches need killing!
Ow. Keep out. That's totally not foreboding at all. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of lighting.
It's locked.
Oh, there's something here. More money. Chest.
Your kind's not welcome here, sir.
Danger is closer than you think. They are already here. Do not let them take the kingdom. See a vampire, seek for help. Ichabod Throckmorton, expert vampire hunter. Oh my god, this graphic design though. There we go, finally. Choose what to do, burn them, or stick 5 posters. That's funny. Oh, I burned them. Oh well. I did not mean to do that. But okay. I mean, let's be honest, that's probably the better choice anyway.
Your kind's not welcome here, sir.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Oh boy.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor.
Oh boy.
Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Oh boy, I know, right? Romeo?
Spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you,
She's
sir.
very pleasant.
I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reid.
She's very pleasant.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Ah yes, the god of Priwen.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Oh boy. Look, he's going to be dead soon if you're not going to
Well,
help.
I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Lasai.
There is still much work to do.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Could have been imagine a friendlier lady. I know,
Is
right?
it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he is not always sad.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reid.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No, I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you...
See. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Flag? Maybe.
Your kind's not welcome here.
There is so much work.
Well, let's go report to Ichabod anyway. If he's still around here. Yeah, he probably isn't. Dawson and Dawson.
Make everything right, Mum. But it's not that simple.
They're still killing him. Handwritten prayer. Dear Lord, this prayer is for my beloved mother, Gertrude Paxton, who now awaits her daughter in heaven. Until that day, I allow you for allowing me to wake up and go through each new day in honest poverty and modesty. Please protect the good Mr. Hampton, who let us sleep in his night shelter. I humbly ask you to forgive me for the resentment I feel towards my sister. Giselle, since mother died, blessed be her soul. Thank you, God, for hearing me. Amen.
This Seymour worries me. Perhaps Sean knows something about him. Glad to see you again, Mr. Reid.
Lottie, tell me about the death of your mother.
Giselle killed her. Plain and simple.
What?
She killed her with her daily whims, her laziness, and her complaints.
That's quite a statement. You can't kill someone because you're fickle.
Mother was very ill, but I forgave Giselle. What I couldn't stand was how she cried at her funeral like she was the one left alone.
Giselle is the only family you have left. Don't you think it's time you forgave her?
Sometimes words are harder to forgive than acts, Dr. Reid.
Perhaps your sister is not as tough as you are.
I know that, and I don't blame her. It just makes me sad that my own sister is the person I understand the least.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Lost your horse, Governor?
You again? What do you want?
Giselle, I know you sleep at Sean Hampton's shelter. What can you tell me about him?
He provided a roof for me and my sister. I am grateful, of course, but he gives me the creeps.
Why is that?
He's always sad, like he's about to cry. He's always asking us to get closer to God, to give ourselves to the Lord. Creepy.
Giselle, tell me about the death of your mother.
After our father died, Mother worked so hard she made herself sick. We spent all the money we had on useless drugs and doctors. It was hell.
Hell? What do you mean?
The three of us were exhausted and desperate. And when I'm desperate, I tend to get angry. And I'm hard to live with. Lottie said I killed Mother.
You should talk to your sister. Whatever happened when your mother died, the truth lies somewhere between your two versions.
I don't want to talk about that. It was years ago.
It was fast.
We Paxton sisters are tough. We don't apologise.
Oh boy.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Oh. Old newspaper. The bomb exploded just after dawn in front of the Dawson munitions factory, the largest employer in the district. The detonation smashed the windows of all the factories in North-South Walk. It's a miracle only 2 people died in the attack, Kaufman Super Chief Superintendent Eric Center Brighton.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Hey, Sean!
Why the long face, Doctor?
Oh.
It looks like we both have changed a lot.
Oh
I must
boy.
confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor.
Oh boy.
He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to
Yeah,
walk
same,
amongst
except the room,
plague
yeah.
and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
Wait, what?
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life.
His eyes are definitely
And I
different.
will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain?
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures.
Oh.
I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Definitely not impressed, intrigued, or doubtful. No.
I will not look kindly on you if you're trying to trick me.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I surrender myself to your judgment.
Wow. This is interesting. So he's a different kind of vampire. I mean he's a skal. But he's a smart skal, which is definitely not common. Folded paper. Forgive me, God, for what I'm about to confess. Sometimes I wish I never saved Dyson Delaney from drowning when he fell in the canal. There I said it. Please forgive me, love, for I'm just a sinner. Dyson may be the most frustrating case I ever had to deal with since I opened my net shelter in the East End. For years, I've tried to understand why this man regularly makes me so irritated, and I think I recently found why. Dyson has stopped fighting, for good and forever. I've met so many heavy drinkers in my life, men and women, rich and poor, young and old. I've witnessed their fight with their demons, their past, their guilt, and their failure. Somehow, they can put a name on this inner evil of theirs. Sometimes they have never been able to identify the real cause of their despair, but in most cases for these men and women, to drink is a way to keep fighting. Of course, it is a useless and destructive form of struggle, but at least this self-destruction means that something makes them suffer, and they still fight against this pain they feel so deep inside. Even a severe alcoholic like William Bishop keeps struggling with his addiction and asking for salvation, for the light of Christ. And as long as they wish to see this light, there is a place for hope. Dyson Delaney has no hope left. He does not drink to smother his pain. No, I'm now convinced he conscientiously drinks for the sadist joy of smothering all hope. I really don't know what is a worse sin, to deliberately cast away hope from your own heart, or complacently bask in self-destruction. But yeah, this is something. So Sean is like a smart.
We shall have a good chat later, Dr. Reid.
Let's see if I can return the watch now. Oh, they should be nearby.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
It's locked, all right.
Okay. Wait, no. Oh, she's here. Where's the other dude? Oh, he's right down there.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf.
Werewolf.
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
What can you tell me about the neighbor?
That's an attitude to have.
Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack! Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. I heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
Goodbye.
Okay, let's go back in.
Good evening, Miss Gillingham. May I come in?
Of course, of course. So, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Tippett?
What brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reid. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see
dementia?
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. I would never say that to him, of course.
I don't have any medicine.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh no, I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippett.
What?
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to your son? No idea at all?
I've not seen Jack for so long. I lose track of time. Has something bad happened to him?
Jack is dead, Miss Gillingham.
Of course he's not. I've seen him.
Oh,
Tonight,
boy.
in fact. Ever the joker, Dr. Tippett.
I found this watch. It was a gift from you to your boy, wasn't it? I think it should return to you now.
Oh, I remember. Yes, I recall the day I offered Jack this watch. Oh, it was such a beautiful day. Thank you, sir.
Trinkets and possessions help us remember our past. Promise me you'll not lose it.
I would never lose anything that belonged to Jack. Why don't you take this? Dr. Tippett? Please, for your charity.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
If there's any clues that I can find. There we go, unfinished letter. Rodney, I just heard what happened tonight. I ran to your house but you're already gone. So I'm writing this note to you. Is it true you killed him? I can't believe it. Why? What happened? I really need to talk to you now. Please. find a way to contact me when you receive this message. Since I know you can be very cautious, and to prove to you that this is not a trap, let's use a code when we meet. I'll whistle my name, Jack, in Morse code, and you'll whistle yours, okay? This way you know it's really me. For now, it's a good thing you are hiding. The wet boot boys are all over the neighborhood, claiming they will punish the man who murdered one of them. I'm sure we could make an arrangement to settle things once the heat dies down. Who's Rodney? Oh god, there are like so many names. Oh, I haven't seen him yet.
It's locked, all right. Good evening.
There's no need to call me.
Show me what you have to offer then, Mr. Nightingale.
Brisk blood sample. There we go. Small music containing a folded letter. Here's a lot of interesting things. Oops. My inventory. Music box. My dear Jack, I write this letter as long as I have the strength and the will. Not that I have something to hide or fear, except perhaps to forget what I want to tell you. I always knew you would become someone important, someone good and nice. I knew it since you were a child, when you preferred to read books rather than going to play outside. I knew it since when you helped me carry groceries before you went to school and clean the house after you came back. I'm proud of you, my son. Not only because I am your mother, but also because you deal so well with everything around you. I'm sorry I have recently become such a burden to you. Never forget that I love you. I hope you never forget you love me. Vampire factions and skals. Vampire and the guard will never have a common interest. Never, not as long as I live. Not after I die and pass the torch to another leader. I know some of us have witnessed a strange and huge vampire hunting down skals. Just like we do. He is well dressed and seems to speak eloquently, but don't be fooled. If this unknown leech and his friends seem to hate the skals as much as we do, some others offer them safe haven in exchange for obedience. Scouts in the north have reported that strange ceremonies occur in the secluded forests of Scotland, ceremonies of blood and human sacrifice to old pagan gods. They may be adversaries to the land of vampires, but none of these leech factions could be our allies. All vampires must be destroyed, and no alliance will be made between them and us.
Good evening, Miss Gillingham. May I come in?
Of course, of course. So, Dr. Tippets.
Dr. Tippets.
What brings you back here? We haven't talked in quite some time.
Tell me, Enid, why do you feel guilty about your son?
I know I'm a burden to my Jack. I know my mind and my thoughts are drifting away. I'm so sorry. I can't help it.
This is not your doing, Miss Gillingham. You do not have to apologize for your condition.
Of course I don't, Doctor. I've done nothing wrong, I swear it. What exactly are we talking about here?
Oh boy. Honestly, for her, at this point, it's a mercy. It's kind of a mercy to allow her to end her life. Hey, it's him. He's back here.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reid, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
I'm afraid your posters were destroyed.
It cost me good money to print those posters. Such a pity people don't take the vampire menace seriously.
Did you really think the posters would be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
You've never faced, let alone killed, a vampire, Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
Stop fooling yourself. You've never faced a vampire before. You wouldn't stand a chance.
Well, that's not true, sir. I've already faced one of these creatures.
Oh, really? And you're still alive.
Well, we did not actually fight. I let it go.
What do you mean?
I entered the vampire's den. The stench was terrible. I was ready to kill it. But then I saw it. Just a suffering soul like you and me. I spared her.
Tell me about the vampire you spared.
She was a girl. Her body was a mess. I could see pus running from the deep wound. She was crying in pain.
You cared about her. That's what defines us as human, Ichabod.
Yes, but she was a truly evil creature. I'm haunted by the tragedies she caused ever since I spared her.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
See, now here's the thing. It's already been 3 hours. Do I continue on and continue on with the story? Or do I continue on with the story, or do I like stop here for now? Or do I stop here for now and pick it up next week? I mean, at least starting next week. I mean, when I pick it back up next week, it will be a good start. We'll have a good starting point, basically, to do this quest. Yeah, I think I will do that. As much as it pains me to, stop here, but I think it's the best idea for now. It's already been 3 hours. Alright, so that's Vampire for today. Oh, a lot of I mean, like, not small but significant developments have occurred, more or less. Yeah, oh god, sucks to have to stop it here, but it's 3 hours, I don't drag on too long as well. So yeah, next episode, we're going to the sewers and see what to do with Sean Hampton after that, one way or another. But basically, there'll be plot. There'll finally be plot again. Next episode. Hopefully that will... man, just massive fool boys. Yeah, I didn't die at all. That's good. I was close a bit for like once or twice. But I managed to not be too cocky. Yeah, which was good. Let's hope that keeps up. That keeps up and I stop being so cocky. Yeah. Yeah, right. Either way, this was a nice chill stream again. A bit more side questing and a lot more exploring the horrible irony where I just left the docks and I had to go back to the docks to continue the story. But at least I can go straight to the plot now since I've done most of the dock stuff, which is good. Yeah. Alright, so no more 3-day weekend sadly, cause that's how it is. So it will be next Saturday. Pick it back up next Saturday. More Vampire. Next Saturday at noon. We'll pick back up with the continuation of this plot and resolve it and see where it goes from there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. As always, thanks guys for coming down. Special thanks to Clay for popping in a little. I really appreciate it as always. And yeah. Thanks guys for coming, and I'll see you next week for more cool vampire action. Oh yeah. Alright, bye guys. Bye.